Good day, sir. I am Charmaine Jerbues, the first reporter of Group 1. Today, we're going to tackle the topic of overview of international business. Concept and process of globalization. Globalization by means of foreign investment and commerce, various economies become entangled through the process of globalization. As a result, they became crucial to the global economy. Ang globalization, kumbaga, is may positive and negative impact siya sa atong economy. Kumbaga daw may pros and cons siya. May nadadala siyang manaming benefits but also may negative benefits man. Next, we will tackle the positive and negative effects of globalization. So, like any other process, there are positive and negative effects of globalization. With the rise of globalization, people exchange knowledge, connection, experience, and innovation. And thus, there are a lot of scientific and cultural development that lead to rise the economic potential. So, however, even though damo siya nahatag na benefits sa atong economy, like for example, dabi sa employment, damo nang na-open na doors para sa mga ng trabahante nga gusto magkaroon sa trabaho, sa mga nadulaan sa trabaho, sa mga unemployed, for example, pagdabi sa mga entrepreneurs nga gusto mag-put up sa new business para syempre dagdag kita kag mas makakuan pagid mas mapanami pagid ang atong economic growth. However, kung may positive effect ang globalization, syempre may negative effect pa siya. However, globalization still doesn't help to reduce the level of poverty. Even though damo siya na-open na doors, new opportunities, damo siya nahahatag sa employers, kag employee also, wala gi Japon, hindi gi siya Japon makatulong para mapababa ang poverty here na sa economy, maskin dari man ibutang maskin example man here sa Philippines or sa other country, kaya hindi mo man mahala ang Philippines lang ang damo sa nga mahirap na may araman nga India, may araman nga other country, so hindi lang natin mahala ang Philippines lang. It also spread inequality among different social groups na minagani nga hindi na niya ma-reduce ang poverty, nang laganap pa ang inequality among different social groups. Na for example, gender inequality kay hindi gina basta-basta madula, like lalo na if example is a transgender, bisexual, gays, sila gid per me ang naa-attack sa gender inequality. Kag ibutang madami naton ang girls, or syempre hindi makita maging ibutang man naton ang boys. Maski sino man nga na nakakaranas sa gender inequality, but ang per me nakakaranas sila is member of LGBTQ. So, ang isa sa positive ng effect of globalization. So, surprisingly, globalization also leads to higher level of employment. So, ang positive effect is damo na open nga new business. So, ganahala ko nga damo siya, if damo ang business, damo kang na-offer nga new opportunities. But, ang isa sa surprise nga event is na globalization also leads to higher level of employments. So, hindi ni mo mahalatanan nga if nang dabo nga business nga na-open up sa nang economy, makapaangat na siya sa number of unemployed here sa economy or sa other economy. The next topic that we will tackle is international business. Meaning of international business. International business, it's typically comprise the exchange of economic resource like goods, capital, services, including transportation, skilled labor, and technology and international manufacturing. Production may involve the creation of tangible goods or the delivery of service like banking, finance, insurance, construction, commerce, and so forth. Foreign trade has always been important. Importance of international business. On a business scale, international business is essential for increasing revenue, broadening a customer base, and ensuring a longer product lifespan. Companies can also benefit from currency exchange fluctuation and gain access to a wider pool of potential employees. So, sa international business is, it sells goods and services in other countries, but ang iyang mga facilities like ng factories or distribution centers is only in a home country. Although the company sells worldwide, it primarily focus on domestic market. For example, of international business is like McDonald's, Starbucks, Nestle, muna bala. Kay di ba worldwide ang iya kwan. So, for example, sa McDonald's, damo siya franchise ng Starbucks, damo mo siya franchise, lalo na here sa Philippines, kag outside the country. So, sa international business, yes, nag-sell sila sa products, nag-offer sang services in other countries, but ang ila main factories, kung sa din ginagahalin ang ilang mga ginabenta, or ang ilang gina-offer na services, ng ara sa ila home country. For example, dabe, ang Jollibee. Kay pwede na dira ma-conclude ang Jollibee sa international business. Kay naka-open na sa franchise sa other country ang Jollibee. Kung before, here lang sa Philippines, but now, may ara naman sa ibang bansa. So, for example, labi, ang Jollibee is ang iya home country, kung di siya nag-originate is here sa Philippines. So, ari gid ang ila main factories or ila distribution centers. So, the next topic that we'll tackle is domestic business versus international business. First, domestic business. Domestic business involves those economic transaction that takes place within the geographical boundaries of a country. Then, ang international business naman involves those economic transaction that takes place outside the geographical boundaries of a country. Both the buyer and the seller belongs to the same country in domestic business. So, gani, if kung domestic business, ang buyer kag seller is belongs sa same country in business. Actually, madali mo lang ma-differentiate ang domestic kag international. Kung ang domestic is ara siya placed within geographical country. For example of domestic business is like BDO here sa Philippines, local resto, mga malls like SM, Robinsons, city malls, kag other business nga here lang operate sa Philippines. Kung ang international business naman is outside sa boundary na siya sa country. So, nang takes place outside the geographical. So, muna gani, like, damo na bala siya franchise nga, nang okay lang, damo ka franchise if ari sa sulod sa isang country, like here lang sa Philippines. But if magwa na siya sa geographical boundaries of other ng ato na country, like muna gani nga sa McDonald's, sa Starbucks, nga then nag-conclude na ang Jollibee, so hindi na siya makonsider na domestic business. The next topic that I will tackle is transfer pricing. Transfer pricing is an accounting technique that depicts the price that one division in a firm charge another division for goods and services rendered. So, ang transfer pricing is a technique. It is a technique in accounting nga kumbaga halimbawa may mag-sister nga company, then nag-sell ang isa ka sister. Kumbaga nag-sell ang sister 1 sa iya sister 2 sa goods or services man. Then, ang charge nga like ang presyo o nga gina-charge sa ni Sister 1 sa iya Sister 2 ay muna ang ginatawag nga transfer price. So, para mas mapalawak pa gid or para mag-guess pa gid ninyo, here is the another one. Transfer pricing enables determination of price for the goods and services traded, muna gani traded, ginabenta, gina-offer nimo between subsidiaries, affiliates, or business under shared management that are component of the same larger firm. Mina gani, kung mag-sister company sila. Although tax authorities may dispute such assertion, transfer pricing can help firms save on taxes. So, minagani ka lahat na ginabayaran nimo, lahat na gina-purchase nimo, tanan may tax. On the day we were born, may tax na kita. Tanan nga hulag naton, may tax. So, with the help of transfer pricing, makasave ang isa ka firm with the transfer pricing can help firms save on taxes. Although tax authorities may dispute such assertion, transfer pricing can help firms save on taxes. So, tanan gid nga hulag nimo is may bayad, may tax. So, tanan nga gina-purchase nimo, may tax. On the day you were born, may tax ka na. So, with the help of transfer pricing, maka-help siya sa isa ka business, sa isa ka company, sa isa ka firm para makasave sa taxes. Kaya mga tax authorities, ginalantaw ina nila sa ila record mo. Kumbaga ginaka nila ang isa ka activities sa company, kung ano ang ginpagwa, kung anong nagsulod nga kwarta, kung may bagong business or what. So, nakikita ina nila. So, hindi pwede nga hindi ka magbayad sa tax. Kay, kung ikaw mismo, business owner ka, then dako pa company mo, nang damo ka business, kag hindi ka magbayad sa tax, nang for first month daw waay pasang may gaabot simo, pero pagka anang next month to kan once na makita nila nga wala ka bayad, hindi ka nila pagtantanan kay lagson kagid nila. So muna gani ang ginhala nila, ang tax is kaakibat na sang atong kabuhi, kumbaga domina na ang imong tin. So ang transfer again ha, para magets ninyo, ang transfer price is muna ang kwarta or muna ang bayad, muna ang tawag sa bayad nga ginabayad simo sang imong sister, imong company. Like about dabi, sister company ko ang business ni Kathleen, ang ako partner here sa reporting. Then ako may ibaligya ako sa iya nga goods kag services. Then, ang iya ibayad sa akon, muna ang ginatawag nga price. Nga transfer price, I mean. While ang transfer pricing naman, is muna gani is accounting technique na siya. Technique na siya, technique. Iba ang transfer price sa transfer pricing. Mas iba lang mahal ka mga, ano daw, naguluhan? Ay, hindi. Dapat basta tandaan. Transfer price, ang ginabayad simo sang imong ka-sister company or ng same kamo sa under kamo sa shared management. Next reporter will be Miss Kathleen Afloro.
A multinational corporation is an enterprise whose business activities occur in at least two countries. Some may consider any company with a foreign branch to be a multinational corporation. Others may limit the definition to only those companies that drive at least a quarter of their revenue outside of their home countries. Generally, a multinational company has offices, factories, or other facilities in different countries around the world as well as centralized headquarters which coordinates global management. Multinational companies can also be known as international, stateless, or transnational, corporation, organization, or enterprises. A multi-domestic company is more concerned with the market of those countries where it operates, while a global company is considered with a global market. It considered the world as a single market In a multinational company, decision making is normally centralized, while business activities of a transnational firm are perfectly configured, coordinated, and controlled.
Here's some example of multinational corporation.
Evolution and development of international business. International business development evolves through the normal process of trade, foreign direct investment, capital flow, migration, and the advance of technology in undeveloped nations. In order to achieve sustainable global business development, business professionals often must find ways of adapting to the cultures and societies within which they operate and conduct businesses. With huge growth opportunities created by the emerging middle class of nations such as Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Many companies in the developed world are stepping in to provide goods and services to those countries' consumers, and business development professionals provide the necessary legal, financial, and cultural bridges between supplier and consumer. History of international business. The integration of growth and economies and societies was the main reason for the first phase of international business and globalization. So let's try to understand major incidents happened during evolution of international business or internalization. In 19th century, the broader concept of the integration of economies and societies evolved. During 1870s began the first phase of globalization. In 1913, the gross domestic product was 22.1. After 1913, increased trade barriers to protect domestic product. In 1990, the World War I. End of the first phase of globalization. The Industrial Revolution in the United Kingdom, Germany, and the USA. A sharp increase in the trade with import and export of colonial imports. During 1930s, decline trade ratio of gross domestic product was 9.1. After the 1930s, world nations felt that the need of international cooperation in global trade and balance of payment affairs. Establish of International Monetary Fund, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. During 1947, 23 countries conducted negotiation in order to prevent the protectionist policies and to revive the economies from recession and aiming at the establishment of the World Trade Organization. Also, during 1947, the establishment of General Agreement on the Trade and Tariffs. In 1980s, efforts to convert a General Agreement on Trade and Tariff into WTO, or the World Trade Organization. During 1995, the General Agreement on Trade and Tariff was replaced by World Trade Organization on January 1, 1995. During 1990 to 2000, the term international business was emerged from the term international marketing. Factors leading to growth in international business in recent decades. International business has grown most recent year at a fast pace than global production. So what happened in recent decades to bring out the increased growth in international businesses? There are some other factors too that provide them a congenial atmosphere to expand their activities at a very fast rate. Factors are first, the rapid increase in expansion of technologies. Advancement in communication and transportation technology enable people in the one part of the world to know about the products and service developed in other part of the world. Businesses is becoming more global because transportation is quicker. Communication enables control from fire. Transportation and communication costs are more conductive from the intentional operation. The second is the utilization of cross-border movements. Government today impose fewer restrictions on cross-border movement than they did a decade or two ago. They have lower barriers for the following reasons. Their citizens has expressed the desire for easier access with a greater of goods and services at a lower price. The reason that their domestic products will become more efficient as a result of foreign competition. They hope to include other countries to reduce their barriers to inter-movements. Third is development of support service institution. Companies and government have developed services that case international businesses. Banks have developed effective means that allow companies to receive payment for their foreign sales. Today, most producers can be paid relatively easily for goods and services sold abroad because of bank credits, agreement clearing agreement for foreign exchange, insurance coverage for damage, and etc. Fourth is the consumer pressure. Consumer want more new, better, and different product. This development has spurred and the companies to respond by spending on research and by researching worldwide using modern telecommunication technology. Fifth is the global competition. The pressure of increased foreign competition and pursued a company to expand its businesses into international market. Today, companies can be rapidly too many foreign sales opportunities. More companies operate internationally because new products quickly become new globally. Companies can be produced in different countries. Domestic companies, competitors, and customers have become international. Structure of book. International businesses. The subject has now become an independent branch of study. This book deals with the various aspects of the subject and analysis, the complex issue related to each branch of study. The first part deals with the basic concept of frameworks that forms a background for the discussions of the remaining two parts. The process of globalization, and in context, the broad features of international businesses and its development, especially over past few decades, discuss different modes of international business and their comparative merits and demerits, present the theoretical framework of international trade and foreign direct investment, and analysis the different aspects of balance payment, which serve as a minor showing the ultimate impact of international business on the economy as a whole. The second part of the book deals essentially with the various types of environment influencing international businesses. A study of international business is not limited to the study of the heterogeneous environment influencing it. Framing and implementing the strategies in order to fulfill the basic objectives of maximizing corporate wealth is also very significant. Although this aspect is significant for both domestic and international firms, it is more crucial for international businesses in view in a far greater complexity in the case of the latter. The last part of the structure of book is embrace the various strategies that an international firm adopt or should adopt. The discussion of strategies begins with a very distinctive organizational structure, planning and control, and move ahead covering the vital issues of technology and production, marketing and human resource management. The financial strategy is no less important in this area of business. So the discussion regarding strategies also embrace financial strategies. In the end, the discussion is devoted to doing business in different set of countries as the political, economic, and other conditions differ among them. The situation are different between an industrialized country and less developed country.